I took down the I stopped. I've ended the last live, and I'm running this live now because I realized, um, for some reason, when I was running that last live, that um, when it was going, that the chat was disabled, and I didn't want that. I would rather have chat being available for you guys, because I wouldn't want to have a live stream and then have you guys not able to partake in chatting with me if you stop by. And I'm also dropping down in the chat if you guys decide that you want to. That is something that you guys can click on to support the channel in that manner if you would like. I'll leave that completely up to you, though. You don't have to if you don't want to. Um, it's just whatever your personal preference is. There's multiple different tiers that you can join in on that will allow you to gain access to different things, and that will be things such as being able to um, take part in exclusive live streams and be able to also get some views on behind the scenes type stuff. You'll also be able to partake in polls and stuff. I'm going to start punching out a lot more um, content out over on that side as well. And then it'll also be able to um, allow you to maybe have an influence on the type of content that comes out in the future as well, if that's something that you'd be interested in. And I'm also just going ahead and punching out a tweet real quick with the stream link, mostly just because I would like to get this out there in case there's others that are interested in joining, and get this all set up. I probably should have done this shortly before going live, but sometimes don't always think ahead of ahead. If you do stop by, feel free to say hi. And let me know you're here, let me know where you're from, and what type of content you would like to see being discussed during a live stream. Alright, so I got that tweet pushed out, and see if that brings about anything. other than that, I think it's mostly just going to be getting this up and going. But when it came to some stuff that I was thinking about discussing with this week's live stream, I was looking at possibly discussing Germanic folklore or legends, mainly with the idea of discussing something known as cryptids, because I think last time I discussed some that were mostly found here in the United States. So I figured I would probably look up some creatures that are from other countries as well, and possibly discuss those. Starting out with a couple of lists that I found. For example, we got one that's called the Changeling. It's more of what held to a legend about between a servant and the cook of a clergyman. They had a newborn baby that would not grow or gain any weight, and as a result, the mother was told to go to another location and give her child some water from a spring. And it was believed that the visit to the spring would either restore the child back to health, or he would end up dying within 9 days. But pretty much when en route to this location, the child had become really heavy and monstrous. And a traveler yelled out that the woman was carrying the devil on her back. The traveler said, "Your child is at home in a new cradle behind the chest in the side room. Throw this monster in the brook." Sobbing, the mother did as she was told, and a great howl bellowed from beneath the bridge, like the howling of wolves and bears. And when the mother arrived home, she had found her baby healthy and laughing in its new cradle. And then we have another that's known as the Werewolf of Moorbach. And according to the legend, that is the last place that a werewolf was killed around 1988. A single candle burns in the village as a reminder, but also as a warning. And one night the candle had went out, and a wolf-like figure was spotted standing near an U.S. air base. He stood staring at the soldiers before running to the forest, and the candle's relit has never gone out since. According to the townsfolk, if the candle ever goes out, that werewolf will return, which I think is actually a pretty interesting little read there. Which I always thought is interesting. But what I just think is crazy, though, is when we come across things like that is when you hear stories that talk about like beliefs that run with something like that, such as a werewolf or a creature that is tied to a specific item or location. More or less what I'm talking about is when something like a candle is tied to it and they sit there and say, hey, if this candle ever goes out or this item is ever destroyed or this item disappears, that means that the creature or the monster or cryptid is going to reappear, which I always thought was kind of interesting. Sorry, guys. I don't mean to be quiet or fall silent. I just realized that I forgot to set up some things on my live stream, more or less discuss or talking about like things like tags and stuff like that. So I'm just in the process of getting that set up real quick. Also, guys, if you realize there's not a video or content on YouTube about a certain type of creature or cryptid or anything like that that you would like to see content created about or would like to see in a future video, feel free to let me know in the comments down below, and we'll see what we can do to fix that. Alright guys, so let's see. Date is today. So let's see. So, guys, I got that updated now, I believe. Everything's been kind of brought up to up to date and everything now with the description and everything. So, hopefully, I think with doing that, it'll allow people to possibly find this and partake in the stream if they so choose. I'm not going to say they have to if they don't want to, but I would like them to if they want to. But with that being said, too, try and look at some more types of things that we can discuss. That was weird. Discuss, not discuss. I'm trying to look and see what else we can bring up. But if you guys want to stop by, feel free to say hi. I'm trying to think of what else we can do with this live stream and discussion. However, at the same time, I'm also kind of new to this whole live streaming thing, so I'm not entirely sure how to bring people into a live stream. I don't really know anything aside from putting a link out there, going live, and crossing my fingers and hoping for the best. So I'm kind of hoping that's what ends up happening. But yeah, I don't entirely know how else to do it. So I don't entirely know for sure what else I need to do in order to bring more people in, because I don't entirely, I'm still learning about this stuff, guys. To see what I can do to bring more people in. I mean, I wish I knew, but I don't really, in all honesty, I don't really know. So I'm going to run with it for a little bit and see what happens, I guess. But, excuse me. Alright guys, so I'm going to step away momentarily. Um, if you happen to come into the stream while I'm gone, don't worry. I'm only going to be gone for a moment or two. I'll be right back. Feel free to say hi, hang around a little bit and everything, and I'll be right back, guys. Alright guys, so I am back now. Like I said, I'd be only um, a couple minutes. But I am back now. So, with that being said, let's see here. Been going about 33 minutes, and don't really know how to bring more people in. In all honesty, guys, I'd like to get a little bit better off with content for you guys. I want to get better with uploading, and I don't entirely. I'm trying to figure out what the best method that would be to bring content that you guys would enjoy, with the fact that I want to get more consistent with my uploads. I want to get more consistent with quality content for you guys, and be able to help this channel continue to grow. And bring in more viewers, because that's the one thing that ultimately I would like to do, if I can figure out the best methods to go about that. But at the same time, it's like I don't know how to properly go about that, if that makes sense to you guys. I'm not entirely sure what the best thing to do would be, so I'm trying to figure out something. What I might actually end up doing, in all honesty, is finding out ways to get the channel out there, and that might come around to getting more consistent and getting more videos going, and seeing what I can actually do to get that out there. So I might have to start watching a few more videos, get some more stuff going, and seeing what the best thing to do would be. So with that being said, guys, I think once we hit here at the end of the top of the minute, I'm gonna go ahead and end this for now, do a little bit of research and everything, and then most likely be back later on this evening. So I'll catch you guys later.